Hello, adventurer, and welcome to our Heroes of Theros actual playthrough. After a long await, we're back, and as always, it is a safe for work, story-driven D&D campaign. If this is your first time viewing us, we recommend starting your quest on episode 1. Otherwise, stick around and be transported to the mythic, the wonderful, the extravagant, magical world of Theros. Last episode, Alondros confronted his father in Phileas. At first, the old satyr was restrained by whatever force kept the residents of this area of the underworld under a trance. But with persistence and the skill of his tongue, Alondros was able to persuade his true self out. After a tearful reunion, Alexander encouraged his son and the party to continue on despite the setbacks they have faced during their trudge through the underworld. Londros said a final goodbye before he and Theros continued on their quest to save Adelphos. As they continued along, following the mysterious wall, they were ambushed by an equally mysterious monster. Following the battle, the group rested, and while doing so, Calen had another vision of Theseus. This time, Theseus was able to communicate continuously and patronized Calen and his former traveling companion. The vision ended with flashes of a burning forest and the silhouette of Theseus standing over a wounded Nylea. And that is where we'll pick up where we left off.
So where are we right now? Is this like middle of the night? Calen just had a vision of Theseus?
Yeah. Calen, you shock out of this vision. Sort of while you were talking with Theseus, he had turned his back to you, staring into the forest, and then it cut frame essentially the vision to the burning forest of standing over a bloody Nylea.
What time is it?
What?
It's always
watch. Yeah, it's always like high noon here, but
Have I gotten a full rest? Is everybody else still asleep?
Yeah. No, you still benefit from a long rest despite the trauma of the vision. I forget what order the watch was.
Yeah,
we'll say that you're...
I wish that I would have watched the last 20 minutes of the last episode. Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. No, I did. I listened to it today, and I'm glad I did as well. So.
Mm-hmm. I think if everybody else is still asleep, I'll just lay there.
Okay.
If I go back to sleep, I do. If I don't,
you're able to sleep if that's what you want to do.
Dude, I would not be able to sleep.
I go back to sleep, but it takes me a while.
Okay. Yeah. You finally drift off, and the rest of your night goes it just goes on without vision or anything that would keep you up. You're able to sleep.
Morning
and
time.
you wake up.
Morning time.
Yeah,
then?
it's
When you
morning
wake-
time. Yeah.
Morning, everyone.
How was it?
Good morning.
How was what?
Your night?
It was the greatest night's sleep that I've had thus far. Thank you for asking,
I'm glad.
Glossa.
I'm glad to hear that, Alondros.
Yes.
Bragging it up over here.
I mean, I slept rather well too.
Yes, despite the traumas of yesterday, I have a newfound desire to make it back home.
And you, Vasilis?
I slept like a full plate of armor. Like a rock.
Excellent.
Well,
You
shall
looked
we?
at-
Oh, just bragging about how well you slept.
Well, what is your
that's
problem?
wonderful.
Tell us. Go ahead.
Well, I happen to be having visions continually without asking for it.
You're having one now.
Currently, as we speak, it hasn't ended.
What is happening?
It's been going on for hours. No, it's
Sounds
just
horrible.
it's
You said.
it just woke me up in the night. It was I had a conversation with Theseus. But I don't really know if it was present or potential future or past. It was a bit muddied.
Conversation, like, was it a dream or was it a vision? Were you?
I was there, but I was not corporeal. I wasn't in my body.
Interesting.
Theseus could see me and knew that I was there.
I'm assuming this has to do with the mark that was given to you.
Probably.
And you spoke actual words.
Yes, it was an entire conversation that both of us were very aware of.
What information do we need to know from this?
Theseus is super evil.
Well, did we not already know that?
Just verified it.
Ah,
He's super evil.
and he's doing what now?
Going after the gods and goddesses. This one in particular ended with, again, I don't know whether this is current events or past or future, but he was standing over the burning forest with Nylea at his feet and a bloody sword.
What were the conversations that you two shared?
You know, I know it was just last night. I wish that I could recall in further detail what it was.
Well,
If only there was some higher force that could maybe remind me or
A direct
cue me in.
message
A direct
that could also be
Mm.
mimicked as a DM.
A master of worlds?
If he was merciful.
creator of stories.
Okay, so you had
Really wish I would have watched that.
It is
last
really-
20 minutes.
you.
I forgot how
Figure watch
consequential
it's
it
been like
was.
a month since
It was.
it's the last episode.
It's been so long.
It has. It's been
I
since
forgot
November.
Vasilis' name until Shay
like-
said it.
Good morning, you.
Hello, my
you.
compatriot.
You little rascal, you.
Get over
I
it.
hope you slept well.
V.
Okay. Now let's see if I can remember me listening to it earlier today. So you asked him about Perforus.
Right.
He confirmed that he killed him.
Mm-hmm.
You talked a little about like the balance of gods and power, and he had made the remark that why would he bother being a pawn when he could become a king, essentially.
Gotcha. I think I told
And
him we were
how-
going to save him.
Yes, you did. You told him you were going to save him, and he said that he didn't need saving.
Yep.
Did you tell him about? I don't think you told him about seeing Proteus.
No.
No, you didn't.
I don't
think
think
he
so. I don't think it would have been
specifically
a good
left it out.
idea to say that, but
Yeah.
And he basically wished you luck on escaping the Underworld, but didn't think you could. Didn't think you're gonna save Adelphos.
didn't Theseus say something about Adelphos, like, or to like share like a message with Adelphos, or am I remembering wrong?
I
don't
don't remember.
We'll figure
Maybe
it
we
out.
all
Pull up
should have watched
YouTube.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I relay all that information. I do remember that Theseus was being kind of grumpy.
I remember him being like surprisingly calm.
Well, he was very set in his way.
It's because he knew he couldn't hurt me, and I couldn't hurt him. There was nothing to do besides just be cordial.
No, yeah, that's fair. That's
But
fair.
he's definitely evil. Definitely confirmed evil.
All right, everybody. Hashtag
evil
evil.
confirmed.
Hashtag not evil. What do we think?
Is he just misunderstood? Can we
Hashtag
change
just
him?
Misguided.
Just a phase, guys.
He hears your voice
So-
when you're looking at him in a vision, and he's like, "Where are you?"
And I'm not
I'm not
sorry.
Why can't you sleep? Why can't you dream tonight?
Oh, and his he had a bionic and
That's right.
animatronic hand
Yes.
that seemed to be powered by Olantium.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Freaking metal.
On a...
That's actually so cool.
Do you all truly believe that we can save Theseus?
I truly believe that it's worth the effort. But in the end, I think he has to make his own decision.
I believe he's already made his decision.
Decisions are always can be made. Obviously, you can't remake decisions, but I believe new ones can be formed.
Minds can be swayed. Decisions can be changed.
However, he continues to make the same decision, does he not?
But what if we find Adelphos and save him? Could he not have the power to help?
No, but if you remember, this is the same justification that we had before. He kept making the same choice to find the armor. Now he's making the same choice to kill God after killing his own brother and attempting to kill us. He's still making the same choice to walk further and further down the dark path. I don't know if there's any saving.
I'm not saying it'll be easy or even likely. But I think that it's worth it.
Saving
And
takes-
the alternative is complacency.
Does it not seem unfair that you, your sister, my father, they were put in this, as I point back behind us, this purgatory, for not being more than they were. Why do we think that Theseus, who's done so much bad, could what? End up in Elysium? End up in a better place than your sister, than my father? Hasn't he made his choice?
He certainly has. However, I don't think we can give up on him. Whether he ends up here or ends up in Elysium or wherever his soul is willed to be is what will be. I think what's more important is that we don't give up on each other.
Well put, Calen. Well put. I think that is...
Sorry, continue.
Thank you. I just think that if we're to cast him aside, I think that it would make us no better than the people that did it to him before. That led him down this path. Like his father.
Yes, and whether he resists and we have to kill him, I'm fine with either way, or if we can save him.
Saving takes many different forms. I believe we will know the right way once we are there. But we've never given up. It's not in our nature.
Yes, but if it comes between him and one of you,
It's him.
or anyone, I will pick you every time. I will not go out of my way to save him in turn for one of you.
I completely agree with you. By it's him, I meant he's the one that has to go.
Yes.
I think we're all in accordance on that.
Good.
I can't... Sorry. I'm trying to put this into words, which is feeling quite difficult, but I care about all of you very deeply. I quite enjoyed all of your company, but I would save you from any danger in a heartbeat, with my own life on the line. But I want to be honest with all of you, and I care deeply about Theseus. He's a brother to me in every way.
It's understandable from you.
I hope you can understand. I would much like to find a way to not have to end him.
I think it's possible.
'Tis the preferred choice.
But you must be aware that the Theseus you once knew growing up is not the Theseus that we have come to know.
No, that's understandable. I'm sure he's the same Theseus, but he's definitely made... It's definitely brought him to make some bad decisions. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to defend him. I just know that he's still himself. He's still the boy that I grew up with.
Yes, but
It's just hard. It's hard to let go of these memories, these fond bonds that I share with him. I'm finding it very difficult, increasingly as this journey goes on.
it is understandable, your pain. But we must remember that we are who we choose to be.
Well put.
Our choices define us.
And Theseous, with all respect, if it comes down to it and you're not able to, all I ask is do not get in our way of doing what must be done. We will hold nothing against you if you are not able to, well, you know. We won't hold it against you, but just please don't try to stop us if it's where things have to go. As a last resort, obviously saving him is the goal.
Right. Sorry, I just wanted to
I know.
be transparent and
You have nothing to apologize for.
yes, thank you. I appreciate you letting me be open with the struggle that I feel currently.
We're all going through something.
This is not an easy path that we have chosen to walk.
And speaking of walking, we got a lot more of it to do. We better get a move on. And I'll begin to gather up my things.
Same.
All right. Well, as you gather up camp, contemplating what this would mean, confronting Theseus. Man, I lost my voice in the 5 minutes it took you guys to roleplay all that.
No, you're just feeling a little emotional. I understand. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
We're all going through a
Sorry.
lot, Jefferson.
Yeah.
It's alright.
I know.
You need to come to terms with where Theseus is at, okay?
Oh, okay.
It's definitely something that you've been a part of. And
It's definitely something that I tried to convince Zane not to do.
Yeah. Something that you said that you'll never do.
Don't do it. It's a horrible
Yes.
idea.
Yes, Zane.
I'm like,
Kill him.
all first season, I'm like, now it's gonna be your choice. 100%, it's gonna be your choice. But I don't know where the story's gonna go if you don't do it. But I'm just saying, like, it's your choice, your character choice.
Do you want a season 2 or not? Because if
Honestly,
you do,
it all rides on you.
know.
Honestly, and it all I feel like I didn't even have to make the decision. Like I felt like that's where it was going. You know, like that's just, you know,
I love it when a plan comes together.
it was natural.
You continue on for how long are you wanting to walk for?
We get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it pretty peaceful? Like, is it pretty
It
quiet?
it's quiet. It's dead quiet. And for hours, it's the absolute flat, vacant wheat. Sort of this gray, off gray color. Again, the sun is up in the sky, but it's not necessarily bright. It's kind of all, gray washed a little bit.
Yeah.
Is there? Then there's no sign of another settlement or anything of that sort.
Actually, roll me a perception check.
Alrighty. Forgot what all my stats were.
I know.
Right?
Dig out your character sheets and blow the cobwebs off of.
22.
Okay.
25.
Wow.
For all of our
Yes.
German friends, I apologize for how terribly I must have said that.
You do sort of the same large but very distant silhouette that you had seen break up the horizon before. You see again, but this time it's not on the path of the wall. Like you, after traveling for several hours, like if the wall is heading north, you see one due east, and it's far. Like
Okay.
so, you get the idea that there are more than one of these sort of not quite civilization in this area of the underworld. We keep moving.
I feel like, yeah, we would just keep going down the same line trying to get to the
Yeah.
next place.
And we're going to do a little...
The Cupid Shuffle.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to do the Cupid Shuffle.
Yeah, you paused. I just thought I'd insert something.
You should. No, thanks. You travel until you are exhausted, until you reason that it would be about nighttime again.
So we set up camp and do it again tomorrow.
What other choices do we have?
I don't know, give up.
And stay here?
Hero must embrace the journey, friends.
Well, he said choice. And
Listen, I
never
know
said good choice, right?
I know yesterday I was talking about not giving up on each other, but
I'm tired. I'm tired.
sorry.
Elysium could
I'm
be
tired of this,
it could
Grandpa.
be so I mean, what if we're close to an exit? Is Adelphos really that worse off? Well,
I'm ready to
anyways,
keep your ride home out of here.
guess I'm gonna go to sleep.
Are you going to
Are you
sleep?
gonna cast another inconspicuous,
Yeah, we'll do the same.
mysterious cube?
Yeah, our nightly ritual. I'll cast the inconspicuous, conspicuous.
Inconspicuously conspicuous.
Yep.
Yes,
Do our blood sacrifice.
cube. Yeah, all of the good
All the
things.
normal ritual stuff. Seance
As we're
ritual.
doing it, I'm gonna just do a little sketch of the wall and what
Okay.
it looks like as I'm just
Yeah.
kind of sitting, getting ready for night and all that.
What level are you?
11.
Okay.
I've been keeping, like, map charts the whole time.
Yeah.
Too, PS.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. When do you unlock 7th level spell slots? Alondros?
Possibly next time.
Right now.
I'm not sure.
Will you just double check that for me real quick?
Yeah.
He was so good at placing that inconspicuous spot that...
We all leveled up.
yeah.
I need to get the new books and get all familiar with them before we start Strahd.
I know.
Yeah.
No. They're pretty great.
Strahd's right around the corner, man.
A lot of rule changes or not much?
Not much. There are some though. There are some.
Yeah.
Like one interesting thing is how spells work, which is cool. We
gonna
will get
Yeah, we gotta have
7th
a
level
discussion.
spells. Yeah, we'll talk about it at level 13.
Wow, we just leveled up twice.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Alondros.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Party.
Alondros, how's your How's your spell coming along?
I have my spell's finished.
That's right.
I
That's right.
finished it at the end of last season.
Okay, that's right.
Mm,
I remember. Sorry. I forget I asked. How's your book coming along?
It's good. I've been keeping up on it. I do because I am proficient in calligraphers and painters and
Mhm.
all of that jazz. So as we go along, I've been, doing some sketches and continuing to tell the story and everything. So, and along with little samples of things that I've kind of taken.
Okay.
So,
oh my
Roll me
gosh.
a religion check.
oh boy. Man, I used to have most of these numbers memorized.
It's been a month. It's
No
been over a
more.
month.
Ooh, 11.
Okay. Roll me a D6.
6d6. 5.
You get 5 piety
Nice.
for Perforce.
Yay.
From Perforus?
Mhm.
Ooh.
As you sit down and take time to create this sketch of the
Not
wall.
dead.
Sorry.
You are feeling the fire of creation sort of burn in your soul, and you can tell that this seed of creativity is pleasing the part that has taken over Perforus.
Wow. That puts me at 8. I don't think I get anything at 8.
Nope.
Mm.
You
Isn't
get
it like
something at 10,
3, 10,
25,
15.
yeah. Oh, no, yeah. 3, 10, 15, 25, and 50, I think.
Something like
Actually, I
that.
can tell you right now. Nope, 3, 10, 25, 50.
Um,
Is there anything else anyone would like to do before you all continue on?
Be level 20.
I'm gonna start.
I would like to level up, please.
I'm gonna start counting my
Anything any of your characters would like to do?
Oh, okay.
counting my.
probably
steps.
gain more powers and abilities. I'm just kidding. I'm
Counting
just
your
kidding. I'm sorry,
steps?
Connor. Go for it.
I'm
Just
gonna,
say it.
I'm gonna start counting my steps.
Okay.
Yep. Next day.
Oh, the next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you to keep track.
Me?
Yep. And I have keen
Okay.
mind, so.
Great.
Looks like you've hit your 10,000
Phenomenal.
steps for the day.
Phenomenal. I'm really grateful that you introduced that into our roleplay.
Great.
Wow, great feat. Great feat. No, I'm just gonna pass out. Calen just falls asleep.
Okay.
And I'll take the first watch as I'm kind of in my book doing things. You all go to sleep. I'll wake you up when I'm ready.
Thank you, Alondros.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Okay. Alondros, roll me a perception check as you continue your sketches.
Anyone?
21.
All seems fine.
Seems.
Yeah.
Notice the word he used.
Me on a
Seems
21, all
It's
seems
Theseous.
fine.
Kill him.
Can I ask though? I want to know what type of monsters make up this wall.
Yeah, that's great. That is a great question. I'm actually gonna have you roll a history check. And I would say give yourself a bardic while you do it for free
Oh,
because
my
you
goodness.
went to
Freebies.
college.
College is actually paying off.
College is actually paying off.
You heard it here first, kids.
Oh yeah.
Stay
Nice.
in school.
All right,
Okay.
23.
That's what
Yeah.
I said.
So you there's quite a variety, and it's not all monsters. There are some humans in here as well. Some Leonin, some centaurs. You know this wall to be Anakthia's wall, and she was a hero of great renown centuries ago, eons ago, sort of before this. Like, she was at the beginning of the Age of Heroes, which is where you are now, which is like the birth of like the gods as we know them. And she was a champion of Heliod. And Heliod essentially blessed in sort of this war with Erebus. Erebus was sort of trying to take her down, and so sent various amounts of monsters from the underworld, including several hydras, minotaurs. You do see some displacer beasts in here. A lot of monsters that you actually don't recognize.
Okay. I was wondering, yeah.
Yeah, but many that you don't recognize. Perforus sort of set them loose from the underworld. Not Perforus, sorry. Erebus set them loose from the underworld to try and destroy Anakhthia, and as reward for her valiant effort and sort of like a middle finger to Erebus, Heliod caused them all to be stacked in a wall that stretches across the underworld, essentially to mock Erebus. So you remember that when you're trying to determine these monsters. Essentially, you unlock this deep memory from one of the classes that you took at university.
Okay. That's really cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why you ask questions, because you get cool lore from your DM.
You know it. And I love to lore dump.
Oh yeah.
I love it when you roll like a 4 in your history, and I'm like, here's it all.
Here's all of it anyways, because I want to share it.
I want to tell you.
Because the viewers got to know. All right, who is next on watch?
I would probably wake up Vasilis.
Okay.
Next.
Sweet. That's fine with me. Thank you for your duty, Alondros.
Yes.
Get some sleep.
Thank you. This sun makes it hard to sleep, but good for watch.
Indeed. Everything went okay. All your
Yes.
Good. Get some rest.
Thank you. I'll go and sleep.
Okay. Vasilis, please roll me a perception check while you keep watch.
Oh no, it kicked me out of Foundry. Or the Forge. Oops.
I did it. Just kidding.
Sorry, bear with me.
Jefferson, he keeps trying to touch me.
Okay.
Please keep your hands to yourselves, players. Please don't be a distraction.
Don't make me put you in timeout with the hat again.
On 19? That's what I'm talking about, even though
Nice.
There we go.
everything seems...
Hey. Yeah.
That sucks.
The word seems.
Mm-hmm.
Everything seems normal. While you're doing that, roll. What are you doing while you're keeping?
This song is called Dreams of Elysium.
Ooh, that's too
Wow.
good. I would say right now, with everything that's been unfolding, especially the conversation that everybody kind of had earlier, I think Vasilis would just kind of be swept away in thought mostly. Probably just has his sword out, like just kind of fumbling around with it a little bit, just looking at the inscription that's on the handle of it. It says honor to Iroas.
Okay.
Deep in thought.
As you look at that inscription on the handle, honor to Iroas, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Son of a gun.
Great.
What did you do? What did you do?
I don't know. You said a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
He's gonna fail a mind control.
I was just about to say he's gonna get mind controlled because Jefferson only likes to mind control Zane's characters.
Straight up, dude.
Yep.
Or straight
You
up
know it.
control
Yeah.
him?
And guess what? Vasilus actually has disadvantage to wisdom saving throws right now because of whenever he took a little dip in the river of
How
Styx.
convenient.
Which I'm sure Jeff
Wow.
didn't.
Yep.
This
yep.
sounds like another plot hook that's coming full circle.
Look at Jefferson's face.
My
this
only
time.
question is,
Yep.
are you guys ready to be attacked in your sleep? That's what's gonna happen.
You better
I'm
yell.
ready to go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no!
Man. Yeah.
Hey.
A 7.
Yeah. You feel your hands begin to tremble. And this sword, forged from the obsidian from Mount Velus, where Perforus resided, falls into the wheat beneath you. And you experience an anxiety attack.
Okay. Okay.
You feel the crushing weight and hopelessness of being in the underworld. You've traveled for weeks, and you don't seem any closer to your goal. You have recently just talked with a compatriot who has seen the man you feel responsible for turning evil, killing the gods. Not to mention the inscription on the hilt of your blade, honor to Iroas. What honor did you have when you swore to follow Mogus shortly after your first victory? And how honorless were you to try and forget it from ever happening? These are the sort of things that sort of begin to crowd your mind. What does Vasilus do as he experiences this anxiety attack?
I would say it looks kind of like first he drops the sword, probably like doubles over onto like his hands and knees. Heart starts to pound. You know what I mean? You start to hear it in your ears. Everything kind of goes almost deaf, silent, and you can just hear your own heartbeat. And he kind of just begins. He's just kind of like trying to steady himself, trying to ground himself. He's just kind of wide-eyed and digs into the dirt a little bit with his hands to have something to hold on to.
Hey, do you suffer alone, or do you wake one?
I would say he wouldn't wake anyone, whether someone could hear him or not. Different story, I guess. But I don't think in during this panic, I feel like it would be more of like a focused panic, and I don't think he wouldn't have the focus on anything else other than this, to be like to go and get help.
Okay. All right. You roll me a. Okay. All right. And after about a minute, you sort of come out of it.
I think he would just, yeah.
Okay. Zane,
Yep.
to sort of account for your little dip in the Tardix, for everything that's happening to Vasilis, are you okay if we implement a new mechanic?
Let's hear what the mechanic is.
The mechanic is stress points.
Okay.
So, anytime you fail a saving throw, you take a critical hit, you witness an ally fall to 0 hit point, or you are surprised in combat. Surprise action has happened to you.
That's
then
fine.
you
I
receive
actually don't get.
a stress point.
I don't think I get surprised.
Right. Some of these are negated because of your class, but you gain a stress point. And what's your proficiency bonus?
For proficiency, +4.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, once you hit 4 stress points, you got to roll to save for an anxiety attack.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm super down. That sounds.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
I think that'd be really cool to see, like, the confliction that's going on in Vasilis's life right now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stress, confusion. I love it.
So when you reach your stress level, you got to make a saving throw. That is against your stress score, which is 10 plus your the number of stress points that you have, basically. So, like, if you equal to or exceed your stress score, then you suffer a anxiety surge. Basically, you roll a d6. On a 1 or a 2, you get tunnel vision. So you have disadvantage on perception and insight checks for 1 minute. On 3 to 4, you overthink. You can't take the dash, help, disengage, or dodge action until you succeed your next saving throw. And on a 5 or a 6, you panic. You gain the frightened condition for 1 minute. In this case, you had the panicked condition based on your own description.
All right. Jeez, man.
Yep. When you suffer a stress surge, your stress does not go away unless you choose to spend your action to try and calm yourself, in which case your stress is reduced by 1 point.
All right. I like it. Yeah.
That's a cool system.
Yeah.
Okay. So currently, you just had a stress surge. You are at a 4. You're at a stressed level of a 4.
Okay. And so whenever I reach 4, that's whenever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Right,
then do I
after 4, you don't have to do it every turn. It'll be during, like, key moments.
Right.
Yep.
Whenever the DM feels like it.
It's like, I need to knock Vasilis down.
Don't worry. I'll time it perfectly. All you have to do is roll the dice.
It'll never be an inconvenience for you. In the middle of combat.
Me remembering the last 5 fights where Vasilis basically single-handedly reduces the monster to less than half hit points, and then Aladros does the rest.
Destruction.
Yep. Okay, who do you wake next? Vasilis.
I would wake Calen.
Okay.
Alrighty. How are you? How was the watch?
It was interesting. It was fine. Nothing. We're all safe and sound. I fended off all the monsters while in your sleep. You missed all the fun.
Shame.
Yeah. And then I discarded the bodies there.
Yes.
They're not here anymore. So you won't find them.
Quietly. Did you guys have like a dance fight or something?
Horse. What do you think I was trained in?
I figured as much.
Keep it shut, fool.
And then the Cupid show. I just did jazz hands and they freaked out and ran away.
That's some new age stuff right there.
I'm a barbarian, path of the dance.
Dude, whenever
It's
I
like
rage,
river dance.
Path of the mime.
Do an
I
Irish
could totally see a barbarian like river dancing though.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like doing the haka.
Oh yeah, straight
I mean,
up.
come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Calen,
Okay, so-
what do you? Oh,
One
go
sec.
ahead.
I just gotta make this point. Calen,
Yes.
I got something good. Zane got something bad. What's gonna happen to you?
Something really bad.
It's
gonna
either
have
gonna be
another
really
vision.
good or
I
really
don't
bad.
know. Something neutral.
Something's gonna happen to me while I'm asleep, guys. It's
Well,
fine.
I mean, if we're going off of alignment,
He knows
Essentially,
all.
what triggered Vasilis's was him reading the inscription "Honor to Iroa," because he just remembered about the fact that he made the deal with Mogus. Does that make sense?
yes.
Dishonorable.
I'm definitely
dishonorable
sure
actions.
it's not because he's evil.
Yep.
Evil?
Okay, so Calen, what are
Yes.
you doing during your short rest? During
Um,
your short time awake? Actually, yeah.
I'll get up, climb up on the wall, kind of just lay down.
On all the gross bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very comfortable. The wall is like, it's not flat. It's like a modge podge of conglomerated figures. Okay.
And I'll look around. I'll keep an eye out for any movement.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
21.
Yep, everything seems fine. And I need you to roll me a wisdom saving.
Nice. I bounced my d20 and it landed on top of my other dice.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
That's
Little
an
peek
automatic
back
nat 20, I
Wis-
think.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
Seven-
automatic nat one.
17.
Okay.
I think that's the rule back in 1E or something, right?
Nothing.
You know, like
Gary himself.
A
Two
trick
dice
shot.
bounces and lands on top of the other.
Nothing of consequence happens.
Okay.
Okay. And the last to wake is Thalassa.
Already.
Yeah. Just be poking her in the forehead. Come on. Get up.
Quit.
Get up.
I am awake. Don't you see my eyes staring at you?
Wake up.
Stop.
What proximity was Calen's bedroll to Thalassa's bedroll?
Closer every night.
Nice.
Wasn't my choice.
So,
Yours
Alondra
gets
slept in
further,
between.
but mine's always getting closer.
Moves in between intentionally. Thalassa,
Yes.
what are you doing as you keep watch for the last couple hours?
I would obviously be, keeping eye for movement and stuff, but also be labeling my maps and things.
Right.
Kind of just detailing them better instead of
Hey.
weird wavy walking lines, making them straighter and stuff.
Okay. Roll me an insight check as you do that.
You didn't even roll your big d20.
Ah, I should have. 23.
Okay. You begin to notice a pattern. There's something to this map that you've kept of the underworld. Something begins to pop out at you. But as you do so, roll me a perception check.
Guys, do I roll?
You roll your big d1.
Roll the
my
big one.
B one? My big.
Big one.
Do you want this one or this one?
Big one.
Big one.
Where do I even roll it?
You have to roll it in the.
Oh no. What was I rolling for?
Perception.
Perception. 13.
Okay. You don't know if it was carried on the wind. You don't know where, but you hear a soft sound briefly coming from the direction you're going towards along the.
Like
It seemed very distant.
like where we're going.
It sounded. It sounded like a soft cry.
Okay.
And other than that, everything seems
I just
perfectly fine.
keep listening.
Yeah, nothing else comes of it.
You should probably go by yourself and investigate.
Yeah, right.
By this point, it's enough time has passed that if you wake your friend,
Okay, so if I could wake you guys up now, then you all got a long rest, is what he said. So yeah, I'll wake them up. Everybody.
Yep.
Wake up.
Is everything okay?
I'm awake.
There's Alondros, are you awake? You
Yes.
paying attention? Okay, thank you.
just calmly, he's just like sitting there. Yeah.
Of
Well,
course
this
I
one
am.
pokes me in the face until he knows I'm standing up.
I wake up in a blur and I look around really quick and then I dive down into the wheat. Trying to hide.
What are you doing?
What is it? What is it? What are we doing?
I'm gonna go kick him in the butt.
How?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Roll an
Get
attack.
No. I was just working on my maps, and I could have swore I heard something. It
Was
wasn't.
it another one of those creatures?
I don't think so. I don't know. Just a faint cry of some sort. It's coming the direction we're heading. I don't know if that's
Is it-
good or not. I feel eerie about it. But
It
you
might
don't
be
know.
close to another border.
Was it more human or animalistic?
I couldn't
was it a
quite tell.
whimper?
It was far away. That's all I can remember.
Should we grab some torches and investigate? I'd rather know about it and approach it first before it approaches us.
I mean, it's bright enough. I don't think we need torches, but
Oh, that's right. I forgot that it's
Set the
we
wheat
could
field
bring
on
them
fire.
anyways if you truly wish it.
We could throw sticks at it.
Light the whole
We could
field
light,
on fire.
Yeah, we could light this whole field on fire.
Why have we never thought of that?
I don't know. We could really brighten it up.
Prestidigitation.
It's so dark in here. All right, do you guys break camp and continue on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we
I
enact
do it kind of
scorching
faster.
earth method. Where we
You
just
walk
start
a
to
little
break everything.
quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And definitely keep an ear out for any further sounds.
As you continue on, you see in the distance what you mistakenly assume first to be another polis here in Phileas. You actually see is a massive mountain range that seems to defy your perception of the underworld, because it would seem that mountains couldn't climb higher than this artificial ceiling above you, yet these are as tall as the mountains in Theros themselves.
Does it look similar to any mountains in Theros?
Not exactly. You see that they bear the appearance of ones in Theros, but they are not like... You don't look at them and you're like, oh, that's Mount Velus.
Right.
whatever, right?
Like
it's
similar structure, I guess, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
Okay.
And as you approach, what's everybody's passive perception?
12.
18.
Or 12?
20.
Okay. You all hear, as you get closer, sort of the small breezes of wind come towards you. And every so often, you all hear a cry, not a wail, but almost like a muffled sob gets carried on this breeze, and it's coming from the. And you see that the wall continues on and through the mountains.
And there's one particular mountain that's like just going up.
It's a range. It's not just one mountain. It's a range, but they're all going up. Yeah.
You guys are hearing this, right?
Faintly,
Yes.
I hear it. It's
I can't decide if it's to be deceitful or encouraging to find.
With the given mountain range, could we possibly be approaching Theseus?
I don't know anything about it, if I'm being honest.
Enlightened us.
Well, it is said that all hope crumbles to dust. That those who are sent to Theseus are usually the worst of the worst. The offenders of human nature, the murderers, the lowest of the low. They are sent there, or those who attempt to leave the underworld are sometimes sent there as well. And it's the closest thing to Erebos's kingdom.
Wow, that was hope sapping.
That's
I hope you're
kind
wrong.
of the point.
I mean, what else is there besides that?
We have the Mires of Punishment.
That sounds pleasant.
That's all. Just the mire of punishment in Theseus. And if this
And-
is in fact Theseus, that would also put us very close to Erebus's palace.
Yes. And then, of course, Elysia.
This talking amongst yourselves takes you to the foot of these mountains. And you see a staircase carved into the stone of the side of the mountains themselves that follows along this wall.
The endless staircase. As I kind of look up as it goes up into the mountains.
Is that
It looks like
is
it
that
goes
a
on
thing?
forever.
Is this something you know of, the lore behind this?
No, but it
I would
will
say it's
be
still very
for
active.
future generations.
Is this is where the wall led us to?
Yeah. The wall winds up like with the stairs, basically. The wall like goes over these mountains.
Right. Do we go up?
Seems the only way.
I feel like up is better.
What goes up must come down.
Yeah, but we're down. We've been down for a minute.
I'm getting tired of walking through fields of wheat. Honestly, the
yeah,
stairs.
it's flat. Like this is like Kansas.
I'm
to
sure I'll change
the
I will
Rockies.
change our mind on the way up.
Well, are we all prepared for leg day?
Yes, and
Always
I mean,
prepared,
honestly, if you look up there, that peak is not very far. I mean, from far back it looks so far away, but it doesn't really look that far from here.
You say that now.
Up,
I'm
You
gonna
begin your-
grab the head of a piece of wheat,
Okay.
kind of break it off, and stick it in my book.
All right. Taking a little bit of everything from the underworld. I like it.
And then I will step on the first step, but I'll grab the wall because there's a hand sticking out and use it as like a rail.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely. As if helping you up, there is a
Yes.
hand stretching out.
I will take my first step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll just be counting.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
counting out loud?
Roll me a
And-
D100.
Okay, and when we get to the spot where I was pointing of like, oh, there's the peak. I hope you know what I'm going for here. A 14.
On a D100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It goes
There
by
are
a very
14 steps.
14 steps and he's
You're
done.
at the peak. No. It's 14,000 steps.
Good
But it goes by
job.
quickly. It
Who's
passes
the-
by faster than your entire journey through Phileas. And yes, you get to the spot you pointed at. I don't know where you're going with it.
As we get there, I'll see that, you come up over the ridge, and I'll
And
be
there's
out
a more
front.
mountain.
We are almost there. Look at that. That didn't even take 5 minutes? And then as we come up, you just see thousands of steps going up.
Yep.
And up.
Even more.
And up. And up.
140 steps leads you to there. As you begin walking up, the journey does go quick. The mountain air is cool, and as you continue to summit, this soft sobs that were carried on the wind begin to grow louder, and you get a woman. Until through sort of the clouds that are hovering over the peaks, you never get to the exact peak of a mountain. You see light breaking through the other side. And silhouetted against it, you see a woman standing, facing the direction that you're headed.
Don't have a token for the vision.
Oh, hold on.
Don't have a token for the vision.
It's been so long since I've played.
It's been a while.
We don't have a token.
I don't have a token.
Where do you
that's
think our token is?
beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Wow.
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 And you all see a beautifully but simply dressed woman with green hair and pale green skin. Her hand on this tree, but pretend this tree is dead. This one is not. But pretend that the one that you are seeing is, as she cries softly.
Is this Nylia?
As you say that under your breath, you see she turns her head, kind of
Oh,
dabs her tears, and she says, I'm sorry.
no.
Furrows her brow. She looks very different than when she led you through the Skull of Vale all that time ago. Instead of sort of like foliage adorning her hair and her armor and wielding a bow, you see she has a simple Grecian style dress, her hair pulled back in a simple ponytail, with thin, almost dead looking vines sort of going through her hair. And she says, I don't mean to make a fuss. When I was a girl, my mother, well, she and I came here and planted this tree together.
Oh. I'm sorry.
And Karametra said, only when my light will fade and die will this tree also die. As she looks up, and there's like a couple leaves on it left. That's it.
I'm sure it must be hard for you to see such a beautiful memory fade like this.
Yes, well, it fades as I do.
So we've been told.
I want to take a mental image of this exact moment of her touching the tree and the tree dying, the background, everything, just so that I can accurately and detailed help Alondros and Thalassa recreate this.
Okay.
I want to like carefully and slowly go closer to her to kind of try to comfort her with my, I don't know, with my essence, I guess. Because I don't quite feel like I can touch her because I don't wanna be
and you as a
disrespectful.
paladin have an aura. Yeah, for sure. And you see as tears roll off her cheeks and drop on the ground, you see like small flower buds bloom and die.
I wish it wasn't true that you were here. How long ago did it happen?
And you see she kind of just keeps staring at this tree with her hand on it. He burned it. He burned it all. And to think he was there earlier, saving it for me.
Do not let your heart be troubled too much. You better than anyone should know that even with fire and destruction can come brand new life.
And she kind of looks desperate now. He's hearing what you're saying, but is processing something different. And she says, I couldn't stop him. But then again, what power do we gods really have in the morning? And you see she kind of wipes away more of her tears and looks off in the direction that you're heading to this brilliant light. Will you walk with me?
Where is it that we walk to?
Paradise. I wish to lay my eyes on it before I pass entirely.
Please, lead the way.
And she begins walking down the same stairs that you have been following through this mountain.
Do you know where you will go to? I mean, this is a... Please excuse my intrigue, I mean this with all due respect. But this is a fascinating time, with unprecedented things happening. And I'm just curious if this is as big of an unknown to you.
She remains. She doesn't answer. She doesn't reply.
just keep walking.
Nylea, I know that I have chosen a different path in life. My ancestors for generations have worshipped you and ran with you through the forests. And it has been an honor to be able to continue that. As it should have been.
Indeed. Though these lands, these wilds are for one last walkabout.
And I would like to pull out my pan flute
Okay.
and play Song of Ancient Times.
Yeah.
Kind of slow and upbeat at the same time.
Yep. And as you walk through these mountain ranges, you see a couple times she sort of like takes a step and winces, and one she nearly falls but sort of stills herself and walks on, admiring the beauty. And as you continue, this light coming from the break in the mountains and the clouds gets brighter and brighter, and you can feel the warm sun on your skin and the smell of honey and flowers. And she says, "You know, it wasn't always like this. The gods with their power and the mortals without. My mother told me stories of Theros long before it was corrupted by the greed of the gods. And you remember Alondros, the cult of horns, and their worship of a primal, more ancient Karametra.
Interesting.
Would we know when she says mother,
Mhm.
we would know that she's talking about
Karametra, yes.
Karametra, right? Okay,
Yes.
that's like
No,
basic
yeah,
lore.
you-
Okay.
Yep, yeah, that is basic lore. You would have known that.
Okay. What was it like?
It was wild. My mother says that there was a cohesion, a rhythm to the disorder of the world. There was danger, but there was also happiness and joy and freedom. Before the Age of Heroes, before the rigidity of Heliod and his council. But who am I to say if it was better than this? Theseus is not the first to try and usurp the power of the gods, set the world back to what it was. But he is certainly the one who's made it the furthest.
What do you think? I'll say to Nylia. Where do you stand on the issue? Does the mortal realm need the gods? Is there more benefits than problems that arise by having a symbiotic relationship?
I don't know. Then again, I never fancied myself to get involved with immortals. My domain was more primal than that. Beasts, plants, places of the world undiscovered. Despite the structure, I felt free. I guess my cage was just large enough to make me feel that way. But I don't want to dwell on that now. We're getting near. And as you say that, you see that the stairs level off into a small valley that then opens up to rolling hills.
Ooh.
And you see beautiful clouds and the sun breaking through, shining down, and you feel for the first time in your long journey in the underworld, peace and at home. And you see Nylia's bare feet touch the beautiful green grass. And as she does so, flowers spring up. And you see she looks up at the sky as if her green skin is taking the sunlight for nourishment. And she breathes deeply and exhales. And as she does, pollen and flower petals blow out from her and land around you. And with her eyes closed, she says, "Thank you for carrying on the spirit of my family."
Regardless of what happens to the other gods, be at peace knowing that we will not let life fall into ruin. Nature will return. It always does.
And you see some more tears fall down her cheeks. These ones seem bittersweet. As when you say that, she takes a deep breath and smiles. And as she exhales, she turns into flower petals that are blown in the wind and are scattered across Elysia.
Can I try and catch one?
Hold on. You see amongst them a full flower, not just a petal. Begins to float gently down, blowing on the breeze.
What
It
kind
passes by you, Calen.
What is it? What kind of
What
flower?
Great. Now I gotta.
If it's inconsequential, then just continue.
It's a plumeria.
It is a plumeria. No, it's a peony.
Okay.
Okay.
I just looked up Greek flowers and peony was on there. I was going to say peony. I was like, I don't know if apparently it does.
Hmm.
And you see, floats past you, Calen, sort of swirls around Vassal before being blown over to Thalassa.
I would just reach out my hands for it.
And as you
I'm
do, it lands.
Crying
Oh,
because
right.
she was crying.
As you do, it lands in your hand. And you see it almost like dissolves into your skin.
I would fall on my knees just with emotion.
What color are your scales as a Triton, Thalassa?
Like a pearlish purple.
You see, as you fall on your knees with this, your compatriots look at you as parts of your skin, your hands crawling up into your forearms, your legs crawling up, streaks through your face and skin get a brilliant, well, not a brilliant, get a beautiful green hint of hue to them, accenting your pearly purple. And you are now blessed with the essence of Nylea.
Aww. That's so beautiful.
Your full nature, your full circle.
Makes me want to cry for real. It was pretty.
Hey, roll me a d8.
There's 3.
Perfect. You are Nylea's devotee. You have proven yourself a guardian of the wild. You can cast Hunter's Mark with this trait, a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier.
That's pretty sick.
As a paladin, Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Which in
bite
in version 5.5, actually paladins do have access to Hunter's Mark depending on your subclass, which is so cool.
It's very
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Yep.
It'd be like Path of Both of the Ancients or something like that.
Oath of the Agents and Oath
Vengeance
of Vengeance.
Paladin.
Yeah.
They get to cast it for free a couple times, and it's,
Yeah, they do for free.
It's pretty good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
As you all sort of experience this, you hear footsteps, laughter, and you see a group of small children sort of playing with each other, like running and playing tag, and boys are wrestling. They're wearing white robes and togas. They all kind of stumble in your direction.
I would
And you
lift up my
see-
head, happy to see something.
And you see one of the girls kind of stops. She's got beautiful, beautiful curly hair, big brown eyes. She says, "It's okay. No, you don't have to cry. It's happy here. There's no reason to cry anymore." And she kind of walks over to you, Thalassa, and like puts her hand on your face.
Thank you.
"You've made it. It's okay.
Where are we?
We're in Elysia. This is paradise."
Will you help me up?
Of course. Yeah, she kind of like, I mean, you're kneeling down, you're as tall as she, yanking on your arms like kids do to try and get you up.
Right. Thank you.
And you see some of the boys come over. And one of them, their eyes go wide in recognition. "Whoa! You're the heroes of Theros!"
You know us.
"Of course."
Can you help us?
"Well, I had the toys in Akros.
Did you have all of them?
Yeah, remember? We ran into you in the street."
Oh my gosh, you're that you. Oh, wow. It's good to see you.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
glad. It's so
Wow.
glad.
Do you remember our other friend?
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, Adelphos the Great?
Yeah. Yes. We need to find Adelphos.
Yeah, no, I think he should be. And you see he turns and gestures to a figure that's playing with some of the kids. And you recognize a familiar face.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
gosh!
Playing with these kids in the field, wrestling with these boys. You see your friend Adelphos. Adelphos, you look up, and you see your compatriots. What do you say?
I was wondering how long it would take you to get here. Come on, there's someone I want you to meet.
And that's where we'll leave off.
No! Yes!
It was so good.
Oh my goodness.
So perfect. So perfect. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited. So
It's been
happy you're
ages,
here,
bro.
Matt. It's good to see
It's
you.
good to be. It's good to be back.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, thank you all for joining us. And
We have to wait a week.
you have to wait a week
No.
to catch up with Adelphos.
Oh, I don't want to wait that long.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
don't either.
I know. But if you liked what you listened to, check us out on our page. We got way more of this came from. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, never forget, we love you.
We love you guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.